Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. And today we finally have some new content for this game after what feels like a literal lifetime of waiting. And today I'm going to be kicking it off by doing some gacha draws for Ardyn's weapons. Mostly his EX and his LD weapon. I'm not that fussed about the burst actually. So when I said that I never completed Final Fantasy 15, what I actually mean is that I played very little of Final Fantasy 15 because, well, I bought the Steam version, right? So I was playing it on PC, and unbeknownst to me, before I bought it, on certain PC configurations, it seems to have the frustrating habit of having a memory leak. So actually, as I was playing it, it became necessary to restart the game after like every 2 hours or less of gameplay. Otherwise, my game would crash because the memory was just getting completely full of nonsense. That was on my old Win 7 install, so I'm not sure if it still does it on Win 10. I might actually download it and find out, but it is a bit of a chunky file size, so I might actually go back to that game eventually. I know I should have bought the PS4 version, but you know I wanted 60 FPS and the works, you know. PC gaming, etc. So yeah, I never actually got that far through FF15, so naturally I don't have very much attachment to Ardyn as a character. And arguably I don't have that much attachment to him as a unit either in Opera Omnia, because I know he's extremely strong as a damage dealer, but a damage dealer is pretty much all that he is. Like, you know, he does have that gimmick where he becomes literally unkillable after he uses his LD, but that's disproportionately more useful if you're going to be doing solo memes, which I've never really been a big fan of. Like, I could definitely see myself trying to solo some of the challenge quests if I do look my way into the burst, but it's not something that I'm going to be chasing. In fact, I probably wouldn't be pulling on this banner at all were it not for the fact that I know that I need to complete the challenge quests, and the burst characters are objectively one of the best things that you can pull for if you want to complete challenge quests, because they're synergy for, like, you know, all the events. Well, you know, half of the events in a month, because there's 2 bursts in a month. Anyway, I'm actually kind of happy to be pulling just because it's something to do, because I realized just how kind of addicted I am to this game and how very little there was to do for the past X number of days. But yeah, I'm going to be going in, we're going to be getting Ardyn hopefully set up, and hopefully we're not going to have to spend too much to do so. And then I'm going to be doing the Chaos Challenge, probably. Sadly, I do have to wait until next week, until Rinoa releases. I was under the impression that they would be coming at the same time, but I guess not. So, one thing that they do have, though, is it's the beginning of the Autumn Festival, and we have a free draw, which I'm very, very thankful for. So I'm going to be going in and seeing just how well we do here. You never know, you know, stranger things have happened. We might actually get something worth having here. If not, then I do have, count them, 825 tickets to get something in. And I'm going to be hoping that as well, when the raid event comes next week, that they're going to be showering us with tickets like they apparently did in the Japanese version. So, let's go. Okay, well, it's a blue orb, so that's not a very good sign, and knowing how my free pulls go, there's probably nothing worth having in here. But, you know, I'm not going to give up hope completely. Let's just wait for it to play out. Right, so 1 out of 15, Lily set 15. Why am I not surprised that this is how my free pull went? Like, I know I've had pretty good luck in this game, right? But, yeah, let's just say that all of that luck. just about, yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I just had to do a little cut there because I had to attend to a couple of things, but yeah, as I was saying, almost all of that luck did not come from my free pulls. So, I mean, it was, you know, it's a thing, and we could have had something from it, but alas, yeah, nothing here. So, time to resort to tickets. Good old faithful tickets. Let's see how well they treat us this time around, shall we? Damn, I was like hoping for like a first ticket burst or something ridiculous. Okay, so I mean I've got like 824 tickets here, and that's after farming up the summon boards. And if they are going to be giving us all the tickets that we had in the JP version, then I'm also going to be adding another 300 on top of that. So that actually gives me more freedom than I initially anticipated to be doing some pulls this. I'm not going to say this month because I was always going to be pulling on Kefka, but I'm going to say this next couple of weeks. I might even pull on the Kimari banner. I'm not decided yet. I'd rather not if I can help it, but if I don't have Ardyn's burst, I'm probably going to have to do something like that in order to be able to pass the challenge quest, because I do have a 0 out of 3 neglected Yuna. I know. Man, Yuna's one of my favourite characters in the bloody series, you know, like, female or not. But the way they've treated her in Opera Omnia is absolutely criminal. So unfortunately, I'm not one of those players that is so much in favour of favourites even when they suck. You know, because I do treat Opera Omnia as kind of its own game, and I don't like to handicap myself when I play games. I like to find combinations that are powerful. I like to understand the game mechanics, and I like to be, you know, get a little bit creative with it and have some fun. So unfortunately, Yuna as a character in this game isn't. Well, I don't know why I'm locking that. I've already got it MLB somehow. I don't remember ever doing that, but anyway. Yeah, I don't enjoy handicapping myself to use characters, even characters that I love. Now, I know you could make the argument that, I mean, hey, if you're being creative, then you should be able to carry underpowered characters through just by your knowledge and understanding of the game mechanics, and it's absolutely true. I should. I just don't enjoy it as much. You know, like two of my favorite RPGs are the Bravely series, and the reason I love them so much is because there's like 101 different ways to be broken. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different class combinations, and there's so much stuff that you can do, and almost all of it is abusive. And that's what I love, because it's like, it's equal opportunity creativity. You don't feel like you're being punished for playing the game in a particular way. You can kind of play more or less however you want, and with just a little bit of creative thinking and just a little bit of team setups, then you can do some disgusting things. And that's actually one of the things I like about Opera Omnia. It's kind of like the same thing. You know, you just put the right characters together and you approach a quest in the right way, and suddenly you've broken the gates wide open. Now, of course, that's not always possible, but it's fun when it is, in my opinion. So I don't know what they're thinking spacing events like this far out, because I mean we've just got Ardyn releasing today, and as well as the story chapter, and then like we've got the raid event literally next week on Wednesday, and that's it. And then like Kimari's Lost chapter is probably going to be on the following Monday, and I'm really not about that, man. The content has significantly slowed down. I don't know if it was like this in JP around this kind of time, or if they're just slowing down to accommodate for the fact that the pandemic is still a thing and appears to be resurging. So that definitely blows chunks. I'll lock that up right there. Hopefully I can get like a Maria EX while I'm chasing for Ardyn stuff, and hopefully I don't end up having to blow like stupid hundreds and hundreds of tickets, because I mean, I would certainly have it coming if I did have to do that, but I mean, you know, I'd rather not. Let's leave it at that. I'd rather not. So I'm just going to keep pulling for a while, but I'll definitely switch if something important happens. Oh, well, there's my first Ardyn weapon. It is a 15 CP, which we do have already because we've got it from the player missions. But I mean, hey, you know, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. We're just about down to 750 tickets, and I've got like literally nothing else in this amount of tickets, which is slightly depressing. But I'm gonna keep going. You know, it's early days yet. We've only spent like how many tickets? 70? Alright, more tickets than I thought, but yeah, we're just gonna keep going. You know, it's everything to play for. Oh, we have a gold orb. It's official. It's our first gold. What's gonna be here? Come on, Ardyn, or Maria. Ardyn EX. Good stuff. That is a good first start. So I mean, technically now I just need the LD. So yeah, not quite 100 tickets in, and we've got Ardyn's EX, which is awesome. Did not realize his EX was slow minus recast rate. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's continue. At least he gets a free skill after his EX. And I know that EX is extremely strong. Like it's got instant break and it HP dumps like 3 times. So I guess I'm not surprised that it's that slow to charge, but it still sucks. Oh, another 15. Yeah, let's have that as well. Let's have that. I'm still kind of hoping against hope that like I'm just gonna click it and I'm just gonna see like the burst electric flying out of the orb. Like I don't want to chase for Ardyn's burst, but I'm not gonna lie, if I get it, I will be very happy with it. Because yeah, I kind of want to. I'll do, if I get the opportunity, I'll definitely do some Ardyn solos. I've not really done solos as a thing, and I just kind of want to see him challenge, like soloing challenge quests and Dimension's End. I think it'll be funny. But yeah, let's continue onwards. Well, we're about to drop below 700 tickets. Unfortunately, I got that Ardyn EX earlier, but that's all I've had since in terms of things that I actually want. I haven't had any other EXs. I haven't had a Maria EX, which would have been nice. Still kind of hoping for them to just sort of show up. So yeah, we're here, and it's the thing. What's everyone's plans going forwards? Like, I know there's probably going to be some people out there that aren't really bothered about the challenge quests, so somehow Ardyn seems to have a lot of favourites. Like, I'm going to guess that I'm going to have to assume that episode Ardyn DLC in FF15 was really good, because it seems unusual to me for so many people to be so attached to him as a character. I mean, maybe he was just one of the high points of FF15, and I don't know about it because I haven't played enough of it yet. But it definitely seems that there's a much bigger favourites response than I thought, and this is a gold orb. This is not a drill, I repeat, this is not a drill. This is a bow. This is Maria's bow. Okay, you know what, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I kind of wanted that because I didn't have it before, and now I do. Excellent. So, I like getting EXs for my collection. Like, I'm probably, if I keep this up, like pulling on the banners that I am, I'm probably going to have most characters' EXs in the game at this point, which is fine because they do depreciate in value, relatively speaking, as LDs become more common. But still, it's nice to kind of pad out the collection, you know what I mean? I want Cypher on Kurosama's banner as well. Yeah, so I don't know what you guys are all going to be pulling for coming up. Like, literally the only reason I'm pulling on this is 1, boredom, and 2, challenge quests. Those are literally the only reasons I'm pulling right now. And depending on how badly these pulls go, I kind of do want Rinoa as well. Even though I don't need her especially, I do want her because I have more attachment to her than I do to Ardyn, that's for sure. So that's going to be a thing. Yeah, so I'm pulling on here. And I kind of want to pull on Rinoa, but if my ticket stash gets devastated down to like 300 or something stupid, then obviously I'm not going to do that. Probably. I don't know. I might still be an idiot, but we'll see about that. Kimahri's banner I really want to skip. I really want to skip it. I don't actually have anything against Kimahri as a character. Like, I probably use him more in Final Fantasy X itself than like your average player does. 666 tickets as well, by the way. But in Opera Omnia, he's just too painfully average. Like he does too many things and he doesn't do enough of them well. Although I do like, you know, his guaranteed blind on his EX, and the fact that his White Wind on his LD gives you bravery regen and HP regen. But I think at this point in JP he is one of the weakest overall LD characters, which I can understand. I think it's a shame that they didn't really give him enough in his kit for him to really shine, but you know, it is what it is. FF10 characters seem to be destined to be the butt of the joke in this game, like pretty much permanently. I mean, we had Tidus, who was good back in the 35 CP era, and he got early stuff, but like, I mean, who else in FF10 is good? We've got Auron, who's like probably the only one who's like unironically awesome. I mean, Wakka's like okay, and then everyone else is just, they deserve better. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh shit, another gold orb, come on. Come on, what's this? Another EX. Okay, alright, fine. I was really hoping that was the LD. I was really hoping that I could just call it. I think I did a batch download though. Like I think I did, so probably we're not gonna see in the corner if it's anything spicy. So that's gonna be interesting. Alright, let's carry on. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing some Pulse Pokemon. Maybe if I don't get Ardyn's Burst, like lucky with tickets randomly, I'll probably do a few Pulse for Kimari just so I can get some EXs, like maybe Noel's EX or something would be nice. So I'm going to do what I have to in order to beat that. I'm definitely pulling for Edward. I was always going to be pulling for Edward. And you know, I think I was on the fence about him before, but I found that he has a unique debuff that when it goes up to maximum stacks, actually prevents enemy Brave gain. So you know, all forms of battery and Brave regen are just completely shut. All green Brave numbers for the enemies are just completely shut down, and I think that might be useful for certain quests. And oh, 35, my power tokens are safe again. Yeah, so I didn't pull for Yuffie way back on the Brothers banner, so I think that having some ability to shut down enemy Brave gain is going to be quite useful in certain future quests. I'm not that familiar with future content to the level that I'm going to be able to say it will be definitively say it'll be useful, but it seems like a nice thing to have in your toolkit. Oh, a random Maria EX again. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, Edward is definitely someone that I'm going for. I also want Kefka this time around as well, because every other time that Kefka has come out, I've skipped his stuff. I skipped his EX, I skipped his EX+, I skipped his 35. But he's always looked like one of those characters that's just kind of fun to use, because I mean, like, he's the closest thing that Opera Omnia has to a troll. Like, he's literally a troll in character form, and his debuffs are amazing. You know, HP Silence, he was the first one to have it before Arciela was a thing. And I'm pretty sure with Kefka and the right even Lufenia, you can just completely shut down the stage so the enemies actually literally can't do anything. And the fact that his LD turns all his buffs into framed debuffs. So, I mean, yeah, he's still going to get cooked by enemies that cleanse themselves a lot, but that's basically it. Like, if an enemy is vulnerable to debuffs, then you basically only have to worry about meeting the turn count, and everything else is just going to be like, yeah, that's not a problem. So, even though I'm more focused on turn count, so I'll probably be using more of characters like Noctis, and for me personally, Kuja is much more of a favourite, so I'm probably going to be using him, and I'm definitely locking that up. It would still be very nice to have Kuja. Emperor LD, I'm probably going to skip for now, because it's cool, but realistically speaking, you're not really going to be getting too much use out of it unless you either have Noctis on the team so that you can abuse his turn warps to keep going, you know, to keep doing it over and over, or if you have a mid-Italian, or if you go into the summon, because you know his LD basically lets him blow up all his traps that are on an enemy before by using his regular HP and bravery attacks. But when like he gets triple pluses from his LD, but like when are you ever realistically going to be able to keep using that? When are you going to have enough turns in Chaos level content, in Ruthenia content? When are you going to have enough turns to keep spamming bombs on enemies? Like, after you use your AX, you'll be lucky if you get another turn before they take their turn, and then that will consume all the bombs. So you definitely need some setups with Emperor, and his burst obviously changes that in a massive way. So I think Emperor Burst is one of those things that's actually really worth going for in the future, but for now, I really think I'm going to be skipping his LD. I don't see the appeal. Well, I do, but I just think it's too impractical. So that's me. Meanwhile, I think I am going to be pulling for Strago, even though I have Realm already. Now, I'm really looking forward to Realm. You know me, I've always enjoyed using Realm. You know, as a character in Opera Omnia, I really love her mechanics. I love Realm for the same reason that I love Eldnarsh. Like, those free turns you get after the enemy turns, it has a lot of potential for setups. But I'm going to be going for Strago as well, and I know he's kind of bait, or at least he's kind of thought of as bait because he's a pure DPS character, but he doesn't have like a burst weapon, and I think he does get locked out of some like future quests that come up. But I don't know, man. I like his voice acting, and I like his animations, and the fact that he like double casts 100% AoE skills that ignore defense. It just seems really cool to me. So yeah, I'm going in for Strago. Hope if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get some use out of him. Like, even if arguably there's not much point in pulling for him because Noctis is a thing, I'm still going for him. I'll use him in Damage End or something. Random Liliset EX. Okay. So I've been chatting shit for a while now, and we are down to 578 tickets and counting down, and we have not really got the LD yet, or the burst, or much of anything. So this is already not one of my best pulls, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going until I hit the jackpot. So let's skip ahead, and I'll see you hopefully when I get something worth pulling. Oh! There's a gold orb. Shit. Let's go. Come on. LD. No! Come on! End my suffering! We're at 543. Let's keep going. Oh, another gold orb? Come on, please. Please, I'm begging you. No! Go away, Liliset. I don't need you. Literally, I need you the least out of anyone. If you could, like, limit break EX pluses with other EXs, then I would be happy about that. But no, it doesn't work that way. God. Freaking damn it, come on! I just want the LD. I'm over 300 tickets at this point. This is well, I suppose this should be expected, but this is the worst luck I've had in a while. I'm not giving up. Oh, I'm not even that excited at this point, to be honest. I've had my spirit crushed a little bit, but let's see what this is. Of course it's a Liliset EX. Why did I think it was ever going to be anything different? That's all my gold orbs are. That's Liliset EXs. I'm below 500 tickets. And I'm starting to lose faith, ever so slightly. Well, I mean, I've been really lucky for the past God knows how many banners, so I suppose it's karmic justice that there is going to be one that is going to fleece me a bit. I really can't complain, but it certainly sucks to see it happen. I'm just praying I get out of this banner with a ticket stash still intact, because I really don't want to spend literally over 800 tickets and get nothing. Well, I mean, I've not got nothing. I've got the guy's EX, but I really want more than that. I don't want to build him up if he doesn't have his LD, you know? He needs his LD at minimum, surely. Oh well, let's keep going, let's see what we get. I'm not giving up yet. I know people at this point would probably have turned to gems already or just given up on the banner, but no, you know how I work. I pull until I get what I want, or I should say I pull until I get what I need, and what I need is the LD. So let's press onwards. Okay, another gold orb. Let's get it over with. Come on, Lilithset. Come on. What did I tell you? Literally, what did I tell you? Fucking Lilithset EX. Of course it is. This is a joke at this point. This is memes. Come on, end my suffering already! Oh, another gold orb. Is it going to be another Lilithset EX? Let's find out, shall we? Oh my god! Oh, fucking finally. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, I am delivered. Out of darkness unto light. Let's lock that thing up. 396. So, what's the damage report? 400 and 30. 420 something. 427 tickets. I can't be asked to work it out. Alright, so I mean that's like, there's definitely on the upper end of what I would consider remotely acceptable, but I got it, so yeah, we're done. We're finished. Yeah, I really hope we get those 300 tickets in the raid event, or however many it is, because otherwise it's gonna be a little shitty. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all had better luck than I did, and I'll see you all in the next video. So till then, take care and goodbye.